It's Monday, which means it's the start of a new week, and we've got collectibles leaving the store over the weekend. It has been an interesting week last week because Monday to Thursday I was away, but that was actually the busiest part of the week for me. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the sales didn't come in as fast as they normally do. So over the weekend we've had 11 sales going out. A lot of the packing got done yesterday, but I've saved my three most interesting collectibles for you guys, and you can pack them with me. So we'll get into that now. In at number one on collectibles to leave the store over the weekend, we've got this WrestleMania edition of Scotty 2. It sold for £35, which, to be honest, it's a really good price considering the condition of the packaging. But there aren't many of these on the internet available, box, to be honest with you. But what made me actually decide the price on this is because if I was selling all of these parts used, so you've got the hat, Scotty 2 the figure, the boombox, and the glasses. So loose alone, they'd probably set for me 5, 11, 16, 22. There's probably like 20 between 22 and £25 worth of figures and accessories there, just loose. So the fact that the figures are in really good condition, it means I could fetch like a little bit of a higher price on this one. Now, as for the figure itself, I think the box makes for like really nice packaging. It's just a shame with the condition. So it'd be interesting to see if the collector's keeping this boxed, or if they're going to open this and make it as like a really nice display. So we'll get this one packed up and onto that new collector now. Up next on some collectibles to leave the store over the weekend, we've got this Mattel edition of Hall of Famer Berserker. So yeah, nice figure. It's in really good condition. The collector did message me asking if the joints are all in like good working order, because collectors, a lot of the time with say some loose wrestling figures, you might get an arm where it doesn't sit properly and it starts to fall down. But I actually got like a lot of loose wrestling figures in like near mint condition. So rather than adding these to the multi-listing, I listed these individually and put videos on to basically show the condition best I can. And the reason I'm including this is because it's also a chance just to like basically show the knowledge is improving, because the more I do this, the more you learn about like the accessories, who they're for, and say with these, rather than looking into them straight away, and I knew like who the accessories were for, and yeah, it just helps fetch the higher price, because when you're listing wrestling figures, it's quite often you get, say, like some of the loose wrestling figures where they don't have the accessories with them. So really nice example, and yeah, it's going to make for a really nice display. So we'll get that packed up and onto them now. So last up on some collectibles to leave the store over the weekend, it's one of our staples. So you know, if we sell them, they'll always be in the top three. So it's a John Cena 2011 wrestling t-shirt. It is right on the cusp of the sort of shirts I want to bring into the store, because the other day I was saying, yeah, anything that's post 2014, I don't tend to bring it into the store, just because there's so many of those shirts that are mass produced nowadays. But if it's a shirt I like, I'll bring it in. But majority of the time, I'll either swerve those shirts, or maybe now that I've got the vintage, start putting them on there just to get them gone quick. Because not just with wrestling, but also with say like football, I'm starting to lean towards getting in early 2000s football shirts, or anything like football related that's like early 2000s, apart from say the football figures, the soccer stores, I sell them that are modern. But yeah, really nice shirt this. So it's John Cena, hustle, loyalty, respect. The shirt is in very good order. I would say just being if I was being like critical, there is some fading and some cracking to the front of the shirt, but it does actually add to the style, and it looks fine. It's a nice shirt, and we'll get this one packed up now and onto them. Listening to some quotes on Friday. I don't know why, but like the YouTube algorithm just brought up some like philosophical quotes, and I want to give you this little nugget today to start your week. So I'm not going to do it justice saying it in my northern accent. So here it is. Don't know why, but out of all like the video, that one quote just stuck with me. Absolutely loved it, and it's something I'm going to read at the start and end of every day just to get me motivated and yeah, keep chasing these dreams. That is all of this weekend's orders done. Let me show you what else has sold over the weekend. We had a few multi-listings orders, which is really good because it shows putting all of the accessories or figures in one place. It encourages collectors to maybe buy more than one figure that they came for, because they save money on postage, they save money on bundle discount. If you buy two, you might get like 10%. If you buy five, you get 15%, so it saves some good money for them. We had some belts sell, wrestling figure belts, wrestling accessories, wrestling accessory hats. Again, the collector might have just come for one hat, but they've seen a few hats that they need for a few different figures. Wrestling figure, wrestling figure, wrestling figure, wrestling figure, wrestling figure, wrestling figure again, and wrestling accessories. So all of the orders this weekend have all been wrestling figure or wrestling related, apart from a t-shirt, which is really good. And this week we're going to go and get it, and there's quite a lot to be doing. I've got a good video for Vinted. I want to make an effort this week and really try and edit the videos and try and make them the best I can. And then I've also got some magazines I want to do for Wednesday's What Not Show, where I'm going to be doing my first live show to sell some magazines that we want gone before the move. Have a good week. If you enjoyed the video, give it a subscribe, and yeah, comment which is your favourite collectible to leave the store over the weekend. Have a good one.